Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's been a bit since I made a War of the Worlds video, but unfortunately I came down with COVID that made it pretty hard to do anything, especially talking into a microphone. In fact, if you did look at my last video where I played Dead Island 2, you can see that I still wasn't doing too good. But on the upside, I'm all good now, and I was looking for some content to make, and luckily something fell right into my lap. I received a DM on Discord from somebody by the name of Just Some Random Dev, and he proceeded to tell me about a new Roblox War of the Worlds game mode him and other developers have been working on. Now before you roll your eyes or click off this video, give this game mode a chance, okay? It's not out yet, but I have been sent a whole heap of screenshots and it looks very detailed for a Roblox game mode. Also, one of the things that I think a lot of these Roblox game modes lack is player count, so if I can help give these guys a boost when it comes out, I'm happy to make a video on it. But let's get into what this mode is like, shall we? So first off, I want to say a thank you to Voken, Just Some Random Dev, Taxi Driver and Tom Pedro for all discussing this game mode with me, and the name of this mode is War of the Worlds Confrontation. Some of you may have heard of it. Their Discord server does have 700 members, so it's already got a bit of attention. Now the first thing I want to show you is the map, and this map looks like one of the most detailed Roblox maps I've ever seen. There are tons of interesting landmarks like a plane crash site, tunnels, multiple towns, even a war memorial. Now, the war memorial was something that I wanted to touch on a little bit, as the plan for this war memorial was for members of the community to contribute the names of their family members that have fought in war to go on the actual war memorial in game, and I think that's a nice touch. Now the next interesting feature which I haven't really seen in a Roblox mode yet is questing. There are numerous quests like fixing a generator or a radio, collecting a blood sample or retrieving documents, but to me the most interesting quest is NPC escort missions. Now first of all, NPC interaction is something that there's very little of in the War of the Worlds like Roblox game modes, but this one in particular is interesting because you'll receive in-game money for escorting NPCs to certain extraction points on the map, and some of these NPCs will be worth more, like for example the one in this screenshot with their face covered are apparently worth more. Not really sure why their faces are covered, but maybe you could, like, you know, pretend they're a celebrity or something like that and they don't want to be recognized. It's entirely up to you on that one. Now moving on to the main event, which is of course the tripods themselves. I don't have too many screenshots of them because they're still being improved, but I believe the screenshots I have of them are scaled down versions of the model, so don't worry, they will be bigger in the final release I believe, but they look quite detailed, especially at night. But what has my attention here is that there are 3 different types of pod. Not 2, but 3. Now we have the Harvester, which is obviously the most common one, then you'll have the Uber, and then above that you'll have what's known as the Emperor. Now until I played Roblox, I'd never really heard of this Emperor tripod. There was another mode in question where they had an Emperor, but it was for like VIPs only, and I was invited to try them, but I honestly couldn't remember what mode that was. But it's in this one as well, and the Emperor, I'm not sure how lore friendly it is. I don't know if they actually existed in the lore of War of the Worlds or not, so I don't know how that's going to go, but they are supposed to be like enormous and extremely hard to kill, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like, and I have been invited to test it out, so I really do want to see what they are all about, and hopefully I'll get some footage for you as well. Now the last thing I wanted to touch on is the audio. So they've made their own custom sounds which are similar to the movie, and they are of very high quality, but I believe they're going to be reworked. So overall, I think there's been a lot of hard work put into the development of this mode, and its release is just around the corner. They're hoping to have it up and ready to be played by the public within a couple of weeks. Now, I have been invited to test out the features of this game mode before it gets released, and so expect to see a bit more coverage on the channel of this mode, and I'll make sure to let you all know when it releases to the public and we can all jump on and have a great time. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I will be making a video on Flip Switch's War of the Worlds game, as we are expecting new gameplay imminently any day now, so I'll have a lot more to talk about on that. But until then, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out a lot with the algorithm. And for special thank you to my members for continuing to support me financially. I really do appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.